can hear me. Okay, so I hope you can hear me loud and clear, not too loud to wake up your neighbors. Okay, the night is too young to fall asleep. Okay, today is Friday. Okay, we have a long week, we have a weekend coming. Okay, so I think first of all, I'd like to welcome all our new friends. Okay, thanks to COVID, I think it's a new norm that we meet friends like this. Okay, so I see many of the new names. Though I have not met you in person, I probably have heard of your name before. All right, so I think welcome to our this session, where I will share a little bit more intimately about my journey over the last 20 years. All right, so I think for the benefit of new friends, my name is Lilian. Okay, if you know Chinese, my name is Weng. Okay, Weng means Fu Weng. Okay, it means millionaire. Okay, so okay, it's not because of my surname I become a $10 million circle member, by the way. All right, but I think through this session tonight, I hope to actually share and shed some light, over this business, and maybe, especially when this industry is very new, it's a road very much less traveled when I started 20 years ago. All right, so over here, I just want to share my journey. All right, and hopefully my sharing can help you, because I think in our business, our success can be duplicated. All right, so I think you know okay, enough of my picture of my green face. Okay, so I think first of all, we always one of the biggest value I gain in this business is about gratitude. Okay, I used to be a typical employee, like to complain, nothing is good enough. I don't know if it's a Singapore culture though. All right, so I think one of the biggest value I gain in this journey is about gratitude, learning to count my blessings. I think gratitude is written all over, all over Instagram, Facebook. I think when you are grateful, you start to see magic happening in your life. All right, so of course, over here, today is actually, this month is actually a special month. Okay, I know I celebrated the birthday of many of my leaders and my friends in this business, but do you know what? Do you know something? I think COVID turned 1 year old this month. Okay, exactly on November 17th, although today is November 20th. Okay, so I think time flies, just like we are still adapting, or maybe we already treat it as a norm, but COVID is really 1 year old. Okay, it's like a birthday, it's like really a 1 year old. And I think COVID does really change the way we live our life very much. Not just about the mask, but I think it's adapting to a new norm and a new way of doing things. All right, some people say, hey, it's not funny, it's not nice, people lose their job and etc. Okay, it's what we call a crisis. Okay, in Chinese, it's a very beautiful word. Crisis means 危机. 危机 means behind every danger, there is an equal opportunity. There's an equal opportunity. All right, so tonight I hope to have the opportunity to share with you what is the hidden opportunity behind this turning point, this new era, this new phase of life, and hopefully we become the victor and not the victim of this situation. Okay, it's of course, there's three things that if I can summarize what I think we can really learn from COVID is, I think first of all, year 2020 has made us realize the importance of health. Okay, of course, Singapore, I would say the situation is quite under control, but I think over in many countries, especially Europe, US, is very, very bad. It's very jialat. So it makes us realize that the importance of health, that we should never take health for granted. In fact, the best doctor is your immune system. And those people who fall, who actually got the virus, and if they pass on, all right, it's because usually their immunity is very low. Okay, and many people take our own immunity and our health for granted. Okay, so thanks to the nature of our business, in fact, during this crisis, business has been very good for us because we are in the health business. All right, and of course, through this one whole year, we have seen how many businesses has closed down. All right, so I think it's very important to start a business that's low risk. Okay, the best is no risk. All right, my mom was just telling me that she said, wow, very good, huh? Your new skin business, no need to pay rental, right? So wow, very good leh. She was just talking to me, briefly a few months ago, when she see that actually many businesses are struggling with their rental. You'll be surprised at how expensive is rental in Singapore. Even a simple restaurant, the monthly rental can be 50,000, including the Mount E clinic you see in Mount E hospital. The rental is easily 50,000. Yeah, this is actually quite unquoted by my friend who runs, by my doctor friend who runs the clinic. And the importance of having passive income, right? Sorry, I think my voice is a bit sexy today. Okay, hope you like it. Okay, and the importance of having passive income. All right, I mean, I'm 44 this year. In fact, I think that the age group that is the most stressed during this period, especially those who are working, right, are people in the 40s. All right, because they actually stand a higher chance to lose their job, and people in the 40s, they have the highest commitment. They have like houses to pay, maid lah, school education, tuition, etc. All right. So, I think this crisis make us realize that yes, having an income, earn income every month is important, but having passive income is even more important. All right. So I hope that this COVID actually teach us something good. All right. And through this crisis, we are never the same again because we learned the most valuable lesson in life. Uh, right. So let me continue with this. Right. So some people say, yeah, but I'm not lucky, or I'm lucky, So because my company they retrenched and I got retrenched, etc. But do you know actually it's not just about luck. Many people like to attribute their life to luck. Okay, and it's quite scary because you're living your life to chances. Actually, life is a matter of the choices that you make. Okay, so when you choose the beginning, actually you already choose the end. Okay, let's say for example, if you choose to be a doctor, you already experience the life of a doctor. It's actually a choice that you make, right? Or if you choose to be a homemaker, okay, you actually live the life of homemaker. So it's not so much about luck. I would say it's about choice. In Chinese, there's a word called 选择比努力重要. Okay, making a right choice is more important than working hard. All right. So the choice you make today, right there, will affect the life you have 5 or 10 years later. All right. So the life you have today is a result of the choice you make 5 or 10 years ago. All right. So today I just want to share. If you forget everything that I share tonight, I think one of the key takeaway for the first part of my sharing is that choice determine your destiny, not your background, not your education. It's actually the choice you make. Some choices are not important, like what to wear, what to eat, where to travel. Okay, now cannot travel, right? But some choices are very important. Okay, so of course, tonight I'm going to do a bit of statistics tonight, draw graph, that's where I graduated from NUS. Okay, so or I'm going to 算命, meaning going to fortune tell your life. Now, this is a very good graph that actually shows the income versus time. All right, I would say 80% of us in Singapore are generally employee, and we used to think that being an employee got very stable income. Is it true? Is it true? I think in COVID, through this COVID period, right, we learned that actually not necessarily that being an employee is stable income. Okay, so I think it's a myth. It's really a misconception. All right, but of course, you may have an iron rice bowl, right? In fact, recently I started going to gym and I actually saw a friend in the gym. Okay, he's my classmate. In fact, I came from quite a good school. I came from the top class. Definitely, I'm not a top student now. Okay, my friends are all top student. So they are doing very well in the corporate world, super well. I tell you, some of them are being headhunted to Shanghai 10, 15 years ago, where China is up and rising. Even now, like it is still there, right? To become the number two in the German multinational company. Their life is so good. It's like the envy of everybody. All right. So, and of course, so I'm talking about two friends here. So I met a friend in the gym and said, wow, very good to see you here in the morning. Wow, you're very good. You don't need to work. He said he just lost his job thanks to COVID. All right, his same age as me, 44. Okay, so luckily he doesn't have kids, and he's very much alone, So, but he's still concerned and worried. All right. So, so employee, right? Actually, you already know the outcome of employment. We already know. We study hard for 20 years, we work hard for 40 years. But at the end of the day, what do we get? I think it's back to zero. Back to zero. So imagine now you are a high flyer, you got good income. Let's say you earn about 10,000, okay, or more maybe. And then when you retire, your income is zero leh. Of course, people say, oh, we have investment CPF. Honestly, CPF is not probably just enough to pay for your phone bill and your Singapore power bill, right? So, and I've seen my friends' parents, okay, they are both bankers, so they are doing very well. But of course, there's a day they have to step down. When they retire, they downgrade their house, their car, okay, they downgrade their lifestyle because they don't want to be a burden to their only child, who is my friend and also my leader in the business. All right. So when I hear all this story, right? So even though I was 25 when I joined New Skin, I was like thinking, alamak, what is the kind of life I want when I'm 35, 45? Definitely not a life like this. Okay. So many people ask why I was a sales director. I was at the peak of my career. My job, nothing wrong really. My boss loves me. I'm young. I'm employable. My future is bright. Why did I come into New Skin? Because I don't like the outcome of employment. Okay, when I saw this end point, I tell myself this is confirmed not what I want. All right, it's not because I hate my job. No. All right, it's just that the outcome is not what I wanted. Okay, of course we can run our own business, right? We can run our own business. My mom used to be in F&B F&B kind of business. It's really a hardcore business. Okay, so well, self-employed, you're literally trading your time for money. You got more customer, you got less time, no? It's standard. Okay, you got more time, you got less money. So it's either you have time or money. So which one is more important? Which one is more important? Time or money? Do you want to type something here? Okay, which one is more important? Time or money? Okay. Yeah, I think the answer is both. Okay. Yeah. I think the answer is both. If you have money and no time, it's very sad because other people spend your hard-earned money, right? And if you have time, then you got no money, equally sad, law, I think. Right. So I just feel that as a self-employed, right? When you stop working, the income stop. You are trading your time for money. Over the last, I think this year I got to know a orthopedician. He's a specialist. He works in a private hospital. He has 3 clinics in Singapore, and he was telling me for the first time in history, his business is impacted by COVID. Even SARS or the economic crisis 1998 doesn't affect his business one. H1N1 whatever doesn't affect his business, but COVID really banged his business because the clinic was literally shut down for 3 months. Okay, and one of the clinic that he has in Maui, the rental is 50,000, and he got 12 staff running the clinic. All right, so when I saw him, I think he lost weight. He lost weight because he's so stressed. Okay, and he was telling me, I was jokingly telling him, I said, how nice if my son can be a doctor, or I was asking him, do you ask your 3 children to be doctor? He said no. No. He said, why? Because although I very much respect doctors because we really need them, okay, but he was telling me that he has a very hard life. He wakes up like 7, reach hospital like 7 plus. All right, he has to see patients in the ward. From the operation, 9 o'clock, he need to go to a clinic. He need to have consultation. Afternoon, he need to do surgery. Then he went home for dinner. After dinner, then he go back to hospital to see the patient again. All right. He's a very, very responsible doctor, but he was telling me he got no quality of life. And he was saying that he has no choice. He wished to retire early because his 3 kids are still young and still studying. All right. So my conclusion, what is my conclusion? What is success? We always think that, wow, if I'm a doctor, lawyer, or if I have a condo, I got car, I'm successful. To me, success is quality of life. I don't know how many of you agree with me. Success means you have quality of life. Isn't it true? Okay, this was shared to me by a pastor, and I was really, yeah, success is actually quality of life. If you have a big office, nice car, but you look always very stressed one, you earn big money, but you can also lose big money over time. I think there's no quality of life. You're constantly stressed. Okay, even lawyers, I tell you, they are very stressed one. I met a friend who's a lawyer. He has his own law firm. He told his partner he wanted a break. Okay, he has no break because day and night, nighttime he's reading non-stop. Daytime he goes to the court, etc., etc. So he was telling me he wants to take a break. Okay, so that's I do not know. Okay, of course, with all respect to all profession, but like I said, the conclusion is success is quality of life. All right. Of course, we can run big businesses, right? But I think during this COVID, we have seen the bigger the company, the bigger the risk, and the first they close down. Okay, I think brands that we never imagined that they will close down, they start closing down. Like in Singapore, I think many of us grow up with G2000 Top Shop Esprit 买年代 one, 买 era one, all closed down. Okay, and even Zara, you name it. So traditional business, you make big money, but you can make money for 10 years, but on the 11 or 12 years when you lose money, it can be literally game over. Even Victoria's Secret closed so many of their outlets in the US. All right. So for me, I choose to partner. Like I say, it's a choice. Okay. I choose to partner in New Scheme when I was 25. All right. I don't know anything about this business. It was my first encounter. I don't know how to do this business, but I just know that this purple color outcome is what I want. Okay. This graph is what I want. That means the longer I do, the higher my income. I can have long-term, high, stable income. And the longer I do, the more relaxed. We call it 越做越轻松. Okay. So I know this is the kind of lifestyle I want. We shouldn't ask ourselves what job we want. We should ask ourselves what kind of life we want. Don't you think? Okay, don't you think that we should ask ourselves not what kind of job we want, but what kind of life that we want? All right, so and I partner in New Skin. So what happened? All right, so like I mentioned, if you continue doing your current job, are you able to have financial freedom? Are you able to spend more time with your family? All right, so then I realized actually it's not what industry, what job, what title I want, but actually what I wanted is just financial freedom. Okay, and I was so blessed that I got exposed to this word when I was 25. Then I'll say, okay, Jose, this is what I'm going for. This is the job I'm seeking. Okay. So, and this 40 plan, I think people in the 40s can resonate with this so much. You work 40 hours a week, which is true. We work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, work 40 years. And then for 40% of your pay, what does that mean? The first 40, you work 40 hours per week. Is that long? Some people say no, I work longer, especially you work from home. You never stop working. Okay. And then you work, alamak, another second 40 years. Okay. If let's say now you're very young, like I see very young, right? 28, I think. You have to work for another like 12 years or even more, okay, or even more, okay, sorry, not 40, like 28 years, 30 years, you have to work for 40 years or even more. Do you look forward? I don't know. At the time when I was 24, 25, I tell myself I need to work 40 years. That doesn't sound very attractive though. I don't know about you, right? Because I think we have to work hard, but life is not just about working. All right. And the third 40, retire on 40% of your salary, which is, I think it's very true. Maybe many of us never think so far. We never think so far. Wow, retirement is still far, far away. But I can tell you, time fly one. Like I said, COVID is 1 year old already. Okay. You retire on 40% of your salary. Just imagine your current salary. Okay, let's say you increase it by double and etc. You live on 40%. Okay, so that's why I mentioned my friends' parents, they downgrade. Okay, I don't know if that's what you want, but definitely that is not what the plan I want to subscribe to. Okay, whenever you go to StarHub, or you go to Singtel, they ask you what plan you want to subscribe, right? Okay, I will never subscribe to this plan. Okay, if you want, okay, I God bless you. I mean, you have my blessing, right? But this definitely not what I wanted. So that's the reason why I decided to jump out of employment, even though I was at the peak of my career. Okay, but of course, I did not quit my job. I actually started doing New Skin part time. All right. So to me, I learned one thing called the longevity of income. Okay, it's not how much you earn when you work hard, but it's how much you earn even when you stop working. All right. So this is me. Okay. I didn't grow taller, by the way, in case you wonder which supplement I eat to grow taller. No, it's a matter of how I lay my picture. So the first 7 years I achieved my $1 million circle member, and the second 7 years I achieved $10 million circle member. All right. But the second 7 years I spend lesser time at work. I spend more time with my family. I bring my son to like 30 countries for holiday. All right. And so I spend lesser time. Like now every day I just spend time, working out, doing things that I like, spending time with my son, especially now he's on holiday. I can bring him everywhere, anywhere. I sign him a lot of program. Every day I have to drive him somewhere, so that's the kind of life that I choose. Okay. So to me, I think freedom is more than just money. All right. So like I said, it's not how much you earn when you work hard. It's how much you continue to earn even 10 or 20 years later, the longevity of your income. Okay, is that important? It is very important. I think my biggest blessing is that I don't have worry after I do New Skin. I don't worry when is COVID-20 coming. Okay, when is the next financial crisis? They were all anticipating that there's another major crisis coming up next year. All right, I feel very secure. I feel very stable of how my future will be like in the next 5, 10, 20 years. I think this is really the biggest blessing I get. It's not just how much money that you can make, but you have no worries. Okay, because as I age, I'll be of lesser value in the workforce. Okay, if I'm 54 this year, I have to prepare to leave the company already, and I'll be wondering what to do until 74, 84 lor. Okay, so some people say what new skin very hard leh. New skin is very hard. It's just like we read an article on Instagram recently. Okay, marriage is hard. Being single also hard, or divorce is hard. You have to choose your heart, right? Okay, being fat is hard. Being fit also hard. You have to choose your heart. Okay, some people tell me, wow, new skin very hard leh. But to me, I think not successful, having to retire miserably, even harder leh. So I choose the other heart lor. You see where I'm coming from? So my conclusion, second conclusion for us tonight, we have to build a pipeline. We cannot always be carrying water bucket. Okay, if you don't know what is this meaning, we have a video that cleverly illustrate the meaning of many of us are carrying water bucket. We are trading time, effort, strength for money. All right, instead we should build a pipe. Okay, now, what makes you so confident, Lilian, about this business? This MLM thingy, are you sure you can do? When I Google, there's so many negative things. Then my friend, my parents all say cannot do. Then why you say can do? Okay, first of all, I never see New Skin as an MLM company. Okay, I always see New Skin as an anti-aging company. I always see myself in the wellness industry. Okay, so I would really suggest all of you to elevate yourself. Don't be so narrow-minded or don't see things from a singular perspective. It's just that the channel of distribution is network marketing. That's all. Okay, so for me, I see New Skin as a wellness company, as wellness, and as an anti-aging company. All right, and in fact, wellness is the trend. It's the trend. Even doctors now want to be aesthetic doctor. They don't want to be other kind of doctor. All right, because that is the trend. It's a 4.5 trillion market, the global wellness. That is how big is this market. Okay. I have sold many things in my life. I sell chocolate, Yakult, anything you name it, because I was poor. I was poor growing up. But if you ask me what is the best product to sell, is vanity product. Any product that can make a person look good, slim down, look young, is an evergreen business. It's an evergreen product. Okay. And to me, New Skin is a leading company and in the anti-aging industry. Okay, one of the reasons is because they have this East meet West concept where they use everything from nature, but it's proven by science. Okay, and they invest a lot into R&D, which I will show you later. So even there's a lot of magazines that has called New Skin the apple of anti-aging company. Okay, so I'm 44 this year. I think I look not too bad for a 44. At least I age very gracefully. Okay, and that is the power of the product because I've been using it for 20 years. And some people say, yeah, but MLM doesn't have a very good branding. It's like people they when you say you're in network marketing, their face cram. But look at it this way. In fact, New Skin is a very big, legit company. It's public listed. It has been around for 36 years. It's in 54 countries, and they're consecutively 8 years number one in Singapore. So if people tell me New Skin no good, I say, how can it be? I say facts don't lie. Facts don't lie. And they are always on Forbes magazine, Times magazine. Of course, Her World Female, this one don't need to count Really. That's why I'm always so proud that I partner with New Skin, because their Kobe, their branding is very, very, very good. And they are also a company that appear, thanks sleeping. Okay, so they're also a company that appears on Discovery Channel. 女人我最大. All right, so that's why people say, MLM this. I say New Skin is exceptional. New Skin is different. You just need to find out New Skin. All right. So, many companies like SK2, or sorry, SK3, or many brands, you can never distribute their product. You can never, okay? They are making money, but you can never be a distributor. They will never allow ordinary people like you and me to be distributor. And I can tell you, if you come to our product party, I tell you, our products do not lose to a lot of leading brand that you heard of in the marketplace. Okay, you just look at the people who bring you online today. Do they look better? If they do right, that means you're on the right track. Okay, so New Skin is very comprehensive. They are not just a skincare company, but they are inside out, outside in. Okay, because aging starts from inside and then you age on the outside. They are very comprehensive. They cover, they encompass both aspects of aging. Okay, or we call it the youth preservation. Okay, so and whether you believe it or not, whether you accept it or not, ageLOC is a proven brand. It's a $10 billion brand. Just like some people, they are not Apple user, like me, I'm an Android user, okay? But Apple is a proven brand. It's proven, okay? So ageLOC similarly is a $10 billion brand, okay? It's a $10 billion brand. So a lot of people say, why am I so confident? I say, because, when you sell Mercedes, of course you're confident, right? You're confident, all right? So some people say, but it's not cheap. Honestly, people never like to buy cheap things when I tell you, okay? People never like to buy cheap things. Actually, nowadays, people buy good quality stuff. Quality. Okay, people choose quality over price. Of course, there are minority people who are not like that. But this minority are not the people that we are serving. All right. So, of course, needless to say, the left picture is me when I'm 30. Cute, right? Okay, I'm cute since young. Since kindergarten, I'm round. My shape is round. Me and my brother, we are circle in shape. Okay, our shape is circle. Okay, big circle because we are very tall. All right, I would say I look my best now. Okay, so much so when I go for a class gathering, my teacher asked me, hey, what do you do to upkeep yourself? And obviously, you know what I did, right? I share with her, new skin. Okay, because that's really the truth. I only use new skin products. Okay, so, I know some of you started with TR90 or Dual or Lumi, but I can tell you, New Skin it's a very innovative company. They are always at the forefront. They are even the first company to go into beauty device, beauty device. I'm sure many of you tried Lumi Spa. If you never tried, you die must try lah. Because face is so important. You use face to do everything one. 人一定要不可以不要脸 one. Face very important, right? Especially us lah. Okay, so this Lumi Spa, right? When we launched, we won the best beauty device, the #1 beauty device award in the market. So New Skin, if you ask me, they are very innovative. Like Apple, they're very innovative. There's this iPhone 12 Pro lah, never ending one, cannot finish buying one. Okay, so this is actually how I see New Skin, this brand. All right. So, and of course, through every product innovation, we have created many $1 million circle member. We have the latest gadget coming up in December. It's going to boost your face. Do you want to boost your face? Definitely. Okay. You want to boost, so that you always look very uplifted, and you don't need to go for laser and all this invasive treatment. Okay. And the best part is you can participate in this business itself, in this business chain. All right. So now, what makes a good business? Okay, I hear you. New Skin has got good product, as I can see. All right, but what makes a good business platform? I think these are the 3 key points. It must be scalable. What's the meaning of scalable? Scalable means you can grow your business with more ease. For example, let's say now you open one restaurant. Okay, if you want to open the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, honestly, is it easy? Definitely, it's not easy. It's not easy to open the second, third, fourth, and fifth. It's not so easily scalable. New Skin business, very scalable, Even as a customer, the customer can start to become your franchisee already. Okay, so from 1% you grow to 5%. It's so much easier, okay, than a traditional business. Okay, in a traditional business, let's say you open 5 restaurants, 2 make money, 1 don't make money, 2 lose money. Overall, you still lose money. Okay, so that is the irony, right? So in this business, we don't need to spend any money. We don't need to invest anything to start the business. Seriously. Okay, imagine how much you need to invest to distribute SK3. Even if you invest, they also never give it to you. But over here, you can you can distribute a leading brand of anti-aging product, at no cost, and you can scale it to 54 countries. I do not understand why people don't see this opportunity seriously. Okay. And of course, our vision is to be the world leading opportunity platform. All right. Because, of this gig economy. Gig, what does gig means? People no longer like to go to office. They no longer believe and subscribe to the plan need to work 40 years, one, especially the youngster. The youngster say, Mom, you work until 65. That doesn't sound exciting at all. Okay, younger people, or even nowadays, a lot of people do grab food, they do this kind of part-time, and they can work according to their own time. They want freedom, flexibility, quality of life. This is exactly our business, or we call it the micro entrepreneurship, where you don't need to open factory and shop because that's no longer in trend. Okay, factory and shop are now called liability. Okay, the big companies like Alibaba, Lazada, they all don't have shop and factory ready. Okay, it's all online ready. Okay, all right. So and it is what we call this is it is mobile. Thanks to COVID, okay, many of us are trapped at home. Okay, we are trapped at home. We cannot go out. Okay, so many business you can't work from home. Okay, a lot of business you can't work from home. Like one of my friend, he's in financial planning. He's doing well, but he was just sharing with me his challenge because he cannot the customer cannot sign online one. The customer need to see him, and because of COVID, the customer very kiasi, very worried because he has a baby. He want to buy the policy, but he don't want to meet because he's worried that anyone come in, if he go out, he may bring the virus back. All right. So, but for us, right, new skin business is just you just need internet can do already. Okay, and you don't even need to meet the person. Okay, everything is done online. It is there's so ease of operation. Okay, and we can sell from Singapore online. We can sell to anywhere around the world, anywhere, America, Europe, you name it. Okay, all just through our online website. All right, and you get to build a global team. My business went to 20 countries, not because I'm good, but you don't know who knows who. Okay, so from Singapore I started, it branched out to 20 countries. So even like Europe and US. So when I'm sleeping, the US wakes up, right? My business never stop one. And then after that, Europe. So my business is round the clock, is running. It's not 9 to 6 only. It's running round the clock. Okay. So do you want a business that never stops, that never stops earning, that never stops generating revenue? Okay. And of course, it's sustainable. So some people say, why is this business sustainable? Okay. Why is this business sustainable? It's because, you see, the products are what people need daily. That means the moment you open your eyes, you wake up, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, actually you need our product. Some people say, no, I use Colgate, I use Dahlia. My question to you is, if you use Colgate for 100 years, okay lah, 70, 80 years, what does Colgate give you? Nothing lah. Maybe only a free toothbrush. But if you change to new skin toothpaste, you start to see even earnings, or you start sharing with people, right? That means you can even literally produce commission yourself. Obviously I will change my brand to new skin, right? So and the moment you wake up, you need to brush your teeth, you need to wash your face, you need to eat supplement, yeah, from head to toe. So actually, after I built the business, every day before I step out of the house, the business is already running and generating business, sales, revenue. All right, and I haven't even leave my house because these are things that people need to do and use on a daily basis. All right, and you can be assured that New Skin is one of the most innovative company that really invests in R&D. These are the R&D centers that we have built in the US and in China, and we have more than 100 scientists. I can tell you, there's no ordinary feat. Even pharmaceutical, only big pharmaceutical company have such a fleet of scientists. All right, so you can see New Skin is do not compromise in the quality of the product. Okay, that's why we can be number one for so many years, and we are the top few companies around the world. All right. So, and of course, I think many of you have seen this 5, 325, 125, 625, 3125. Okay. So even if we talk about, for me, I just focus on the five. Okay. I strongly believe that there's definitely five people who wants more money, who wants a better life, who wants freedom, who wants flexibility. Okay. I don't know about you. Maybe many of you think very far, think about all the problem, all the challenges. That's why you dare not start. For me, I'm very simple because life is complicated. So I make it very simple. Lor. Like for example, let's say today you have this guy, then you want thinking of marriage, then you think, hey, don't know the mother good or not. Then marry really don't know whether I can give birth or not. Don't know whether my child will be normal or not. Don't know whether this, that. Then you become very paranoid, right? I think no lah. Life is complicated. Really keep it simple. what makes me start the business? Because I think everybody sure got 5 people one. Sure have 5 people who wants to have more income, more money, better life one. They sure have five. And that's how you derive 5, 25, 1 to 5. Because everybody reach out to five, ma. Not everybody will do the business. For sure, there are five one. And each month you do 3,000 US dollar sales times 5% is 23,000 US per month. Do you know that if you open a, let's say you're at Takashimaya, basement, because I go Taka like every day long, basement, they have this little eatery. Do you know how much is their rental? Their rental is easily 10,000 one. Their rental is very high one. The rental, it is not. So when I saw New Skin, I think New Skin is a much easier business. Okay, when I compare to other business. That day I met a very nice guy. He was telling me that he was running a restaurant. The restaurant is quite big, can seat about maybe 80, 100 people. I'm not sure. The rental is 50,000. So when I compare, right, my business, I think my business is so much simpler, easier. So when people tell me this business is very hard, I don't know what do you compare with. Of course, if you compare with working, employment is easy, but life is hard. Okay? Maybe new skin is harder than employment, but life is easy. Which one do you want? You want an easy job or easy life? Okay? You have to choose, right? Like I said, it's a choice. And New Skin is a company that create millionaire, right? I don't know about you. How many millionaire did your company created? Okay, last time my company zero. So when I saw, wow, New Skin created 1,604 million air and they are all shape and size, all background. Then I say, my tu liao, you know what's my tu liao? MTL. You go and check Google. What's my tu liao? Okay, really? And people say, yeah, money is not everything. Okay, money is not everything. Then I ask them, if Monday your boss don't pay you for December and November, will you go to office? Cannot be money is not everything. Yes, money is not everything, but it is also very important, right? Okay. And you can will down this business to your kid. Imagine you become a director. Can you will down this business to your kid? No, you can't. Okay. Now, some people say, but I still don't know how to do the business. I'm not like you, Lilian. You're sales director. You can talk. Okay. But I just want to tell you, 口才是练的. You can practice the gift of gab. Okay, everything can practice one. From cooking to driving, everything is about practice. Anyway, if you feel that you don't know how to start, you have no sales experience, you're not good in talking or sharing, come to ST. ST is like Harvard or Stanford or NUS. It's like a university where many people have graduated. Okay, so these are the profile of leaders that we have. They come from diverse background, non-educated to even scholar. Okay, we have diverse background and we created a system that even if you don't know how to make coffee, you can make a Starbucks coffee. Okay, that's a system that we have created. Okay, so you don't have to worry. My advice to you, just follow this system. Okay, the system is that you just follow the system. Just like you don't know how to be an engineer, right? But you go to the university, you follow the module, study the syllabus. Will you worry you never graduate as an engineer? No. The answer is no, right? So that's why many people say they don't know whether they worry what if they don't make it. Then I always tell them, why don't you ask yourself what if you make it? Okay, I really hope that when you come into this environment, at least this environment or this system or this team makes you more positive. If every time when you start, right, you always think about 101 problem and you always think about the worst scenario, you always think about negativity, I think it's not easy to be happy in your life as well. Okay, I'm not perfect. I used to be, like I say, I love to complain. There are challenges. I like to complain as well. But I think this environment has groomed me and made me better. Okay, so we have tools to equip you. We have big meetings. We have regular meetings that almost happen almost every day. Okay, so my humble advice, if you really feel that, yeah, you deserve a better life, you deserve to have a better retirement, you deserve to have more time, to have more freedom. All right, because just follow the system. Okay, just follow the system because our success can be duplicated. Okay, you don't need to be very talented. Okay, it's not like outside business you need to be good in A to Z. Over here we work as a team. Okay, everyone is good in something. That's how we complement ourselves. Okay, right? So how do you start? You find your A, B, C, D, E. All right. Like I said, you will surely have two and three friends. So it's as simple as one, two, three. I tell you, even your kids will can master this. Okay. It's as simple as your one, two, three. Two and three friends who wants to slim down, two and three friends who want to look younger, two and three friends who wants to make passive income. Okay. Of course, people tell me, yeah, but I can also invest to make passive income. Yes, good for you. But investment is you need to have money. If you don't have money, even when you invest, you don't make much money. Really, you cannot invest and make 23,000 US or even 23,000 Singapore dollars a month. It is not easy. Not everybody knows how to do it. If you ask me, this business is easier. One, two, three is easier than reading stock and share market and annual report. Really, it's much easier. Okay, but if you're good at it, I'm happy for you, right? So, of course, some people say, yeah, but how to open my mouth, how to talk? I think it's about connecting needs. It's about, you happen to need it, I happen to be professional. Okay. So, like for me, when I do new skin, I'm not like telling myself I'm selling the product, but I want to be your friend. Okay. I want to be your friend because last time I think that friends are not important. Before I do new skin, I think, yeah, friend not important. Okay. But after I started doing new skin, I realized that in Chinese, there's a word that says 在家靠父母，出外靠朋友. I think actually friends very important, it's not because I do new skin, but also through new skin, I'm being exposed or forced to learn this. Okay, network is net worth, is who you know. So I start to realize that actually it's a good thing, networking is a good thing, is who you know. All right. So over here, in new skin, I just position myself to be a friend and to find out how I can help this person. What is this person's need? All right. So this is actually how I do the business. Naturally, sincerely. All right. If this person have a weight loss issue, I should share with him. Just like if I eat the chicken rice, very nice, I must tell my friend. Really, I think that's human nature. We are sharing kind of person. You watch a movie, very nice, you share with your friend. Same thing, right? So I just feel that sometimes we overthink, overanalyze until you become paralyzed and you create so much unnecessary fear. Okay, if you have slimmed down from the product, you love the product, just share. So simple. If the person don't want, never mind. 你总有一天等到他 one day they will come back because they will become fat, fatter, fattest. Really? Okay, very seldom I see people become slimmers one. Okay, unless they take care and take product, So one day they will come back to you one. So you don't worry. Okay, new skin is legit, genuine, very real, very good. Okay, one day they will come back. All right. So, some people, they don't have the patience to build the business for 3 years, but they can go to work for 40 years. I cannot understand this logic. Sorry. Okay. I cannot understand. All right. My advice is, what have you got to lose? What have you got to lose? The most is kg and inches and body fat. There's nothing much to lose. Okay. The worst case, you look better, you look more handsome and prettier. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. But you may accidentally change your life like me, okay, or like many of the people that are in this room today, right? My advice, give yourself a chance to start something. Okay, you must always have a spare tire in your car. You must have a plan B. You must have a plan B. You cannot wait until the tire flat already. Then you say, alamak, where's my plan B? Where's my tire? My advice is you don't need to quit your job to start. My advice is you have to start on the side. Okay, so that when you need the tire is there, it's there for you, right? Okay, so how do you do well? I think this is a very good story I would like to share, or you can read. There was a farmer who grew very good wheat. Every season he won the best wheat in the country. Now a wise woman came and asked him, how do you do it? He said, oh, I share good seeds with my neighbor so that they can plant the seed. Then the lady said, don't you worry they compete with you every year? He said, no, it's very simple one. Because the wind spreads the pollen from everyone's wheat and carries it from field to field. If my neighbor grow very bad wheat, inferior one, cross-pollination would degrade everyone's wheat, including mine. So if I'm to grow the best wheat, I must help my neighbor to grow it as well. Okay? So can you see that actually success, real success is also to help people around you. Okay, this is exactly that what we are doing. Okay, we are actually sharing health, beauty, and most importantly, a passive income stream. Okay, because I feel that 99% of the problem out there sometimes is because of money. Okay, many families fall apart, many people quarrel, many people do silly things because of money. Okay, so I feel that besides the looks and the health, I think, yeah, we have a responsibility to share, right? We have a responsibility to share. So you see, the value of your life is measured by the life you touch with love, kindness, respect, and hope. Okay, I hope this is also the way you can embark on the journey. All right, find out more if you still have your questions and your doubt. It's good to clarify them. Okay, find out more. But how you do well in your skin is through love, through kindness, through respect, and through hope. You give people hope. Okay, that even though they are poor, like me, I used to be poor, but I still have an opportunity to change my life. Okay, so right. So what is MLM? Make life meaningful. MLM is make life meaningful. All right. And the best gift you get here is not just about yourself. Of course, freedom is priceless, but it's also the kind of life that you can impact. Okay. So for the benefit of many friends, I don't look like that throughout my years. I was very ordinary, more ordinary than even some of you right now. Okay, this is me. Okay, I started at 25. I don't have huge contact. I don't have money. I stay in the one bedroom HDB flat for 30 years. Okay, I even have problem going to university. That was how I started. From not having anything, 一无所有, until 一无所缺, not lacking. Then, of course, all glory to God. Okay, and also He blessed me to know new skin and to join the right team. Right? So this is how I bloom. Okay, through new skin. And how do I stay motivated? People ask me, how you stay motivated when you first started? Not difficult, man. I feel that the best motivation is love lah. Okay, some people say it's money, yes, but I can tell you better than money is love. Okay, I came from a single parent family. I love my mom so much to the moon and back. Okay, I just spent some time with her just now. It's my happy hour. Okay, I love to spend time with her. So I whenever I'm down, whenever I feel like beaten, feel very rejected at times. When I was still very young in the business, very fragile. So I just ask myself why I get started. Why? I want to give her a good life. And I'm sure many of you want to give your family, especially your parent, a good life. You think about it, when you're young, right, they give you everything. They pay for everything. Even though maybe they don't have, they still try to find a way to pay for you. But when we grow up, right, but we can't pay for them everything, right? How can you be so selfish? How can you just think about yourself? How can you just feel that, oh, I'm comfortable? No. How can we be comfortable when our parents are not very comfortable? So I feel that success is a responsibility. Although my mother never asked from me, but I automatically take up the responsibility. Okay, because our parents deserve a better life. And they are aging, they don't have like a lot of time like us. So the speed of our success must be faster, must be faster. So, today I was just talking to my mom, she loves Christmas. She tell me she loves Christmas. I was just telling her, hey, remember or not? I think 2 years ago we were at Finland. I think before that we were at South Africa for Christmas or something. I cannot remember where we go at times. Okay. So, I told her every Christmas will be a white Christmas for her. Okay. So she's super happy like a kid in Finland. In fact, Finland is one of our most favorite country for holiday. All right. And she loves garden, she loves flower. I brought her to Monaco. Okay, very beautiful place. Southern France is so beautiful because we drive around. Okay, it's just the sight is to behold, and I bring her to see all the beautiful flowers. You can see my mom is so happy. She looks young. She's 70. Okay, she's 70. Yes, home of F1. Okay, yeah, the guys will know, right? Okay, so my mom is so happy and she's healthy. All right, she's a lot of people say she's pretty. Okay, all right. So, of course, thanks to New Skin as well. All right. So I do not know. Do you have a dream where you want to give your family a better life, your mom? And of course, if you can have the ability yourself out of your own pocket, I think that would be lovely, right? And I always bring her for travel. Sometimes our parents say they don't like to travel because sometimes traveling is tiring for the old folks, the sea, not enough sleep. But I told myself I want to give my mom a good quality life. I'll help her to travel in style. to let her sleep, So I will always, you know, put her in a nice plane. She lie down and she can enjoy her sleep. Make sure she has good vegetarian meal. My mom is a vegetarian, all right, and I make sure she sleep in a nice hotel. And I just choose everything for her. Her clothes. I brought her to Paris, I think last year for Mother's Day, and I brought her inside LV. Not that I like LV, she likes LV though. All right. So, and I say you can choose your Mother's Day present. Okay. So to me, what is success? I think be able to bless the people that you love. Okay. It's not about LV. Everybody can buy a LV now, lah. It's about spending that quality time. So every day she loves croissant. I bring her to eat croissant every day. The croissant breakfast is $60 Singapore dollars. If I'm an employee, I would say ki xiao. It's xiao lor. Eat croissant $60, right? For a breakfast, right? But luckily, I'm in New Skin. Okay, I never say ki xiao. I just say, the croissant is really very nice. Okay. All right. So, and of course, my cute little boy, he has grown up. He's so tall now. He's reaching my years. All right. And he basically traveled around the world with me. He's been to like 30 countries before he went to seven. Before he turned 7. I think he's maybe even more well traveled than even sometimes a teacher. All right. So, and he learns a lot as he travels. This is Ibiza. I remember I spent almost 1 month in Spain because I was at Barcelona. Then I decided not to go home. Okay, because we all don't need to go home. So we just hire a private car, a driver, then we drive around the whole Spain. We really went, even Portugal also go, really. And I remember we rented a car and we drove around in Ibiza. Okay, it was too happening for my son though. Okay, that's why I made him wear sunglasses. Okay, all right. And the experience in life. Some people tell me, wow, success very hard. I say, not success, harder leh. Some people tell me, wow, make money very hard. I say, no, money even harder leh. So again, choose your heart, right? So, I still remember on the left is me in Norway. I have been to Norway. Norway is one of my favorite country, not because of Frozen, by the way, but I just keep going back to Norway. The site is so beautiful, but don't go during winter, like it's less beautiful. Okay, so I went to crab fishing. After that, we eat the crab, obviously. It's so fresh and they keep feeding you. Like it doesn't cost a thing. In Singapore, Alaska crab is not cheap, right? And I was on the right, this picture, I was walking around in South Africa, petting the lion. My mom was also petting the lion. The funny thing is I'm afraid of cat, but I can pet the lion and walk the lion. Okay. All right. So, I just when I was starting the business, right? A lot of people say, a lot of people focus on their fear, like, hey, what if I don't have friends and my friends don't reply me, but I focus on my dream. Actually, I was also happy when I started, even though before I was successful, because the image of the kind of life that I want for myself, the people I love, my team, right? It is so vivid. I wanted a life like this. I wanted a life of freedom, no restriction. All right, so I just trot around the world, and I think that when you travel, you expand your horizon. You realize how small you are, how small is Singapore. Okay, I always encourage everybody, don't stay in Singapore, though I love Singapore. We have to travel out, we have to expand our vision, 扩大我们的视野. Okay, and really you live a life worth living. You only live once, right? Okay, so, thanks to New Skin, I have the time, I have the resources to live the kind of life that I wanted. So, I really hope that today, how can you get here like me? I think it's your dream. The clearer your dream, right? Because I think the only one thing that you truly need is desire. Okay. The rest, it can be learned. It can be learned. All right. So, and then I travel around the world to speak to people. Some people tell me this business is not professional lah, no standard lah. I can tell you, you are the one who bring out the professionalism. Okay. You are the one who professionalize it. It starts from you. Everything starts from you. Okay, so I told myself I will professionalize it. That's why my company in New Skin is called New Professional. My Instagram, my Facebook, all called New Professional, because this is how I envision it to be. All right. And luckily last year, no COVID. I still managed to go to the US. I was invited. I was representing Southeast Asia to speak to this congregation of 20,000 people. It's like a dream come true, because it has always been my dream to be on the stage to inspire. And I can tell you, one day your turn will come. Okay. Remember how I looked like when I first started? Remember my humble background. I think I may be poorer than most of you online today. And how I look, I not look pretty lah. Okay, actually pretty can be harness one this potential. It really discover the best you want. Okay, so when I stand on the stage, I tell you the feeling is so surreal, you know. All right, and you really must experience. Life must be 精彩, life must be 人生不可以白来. You cannot live a life just 2.1 line, you know. Let's say you stay Woodland or Ang Mo Kio, Shenton Way, Ang Mo Kio, like that, like cannot. Okay, you cannot allow, especially after I see this, how can I go back to 2.1 line? Cannot, right? Okay, and of course, people say, hey, you got no friends, after you do new skin. Who say one? Last time, I only have Singapore friends. I never go to Indonesia before. But I can tell you, today, right, any airport I land in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, all right, any airport, even Kuching, KK, anywhere, any part of Indonesia, okay, I tell you, they'll be downline to pick me up and then bring me to eat the best food over there. Okay, I make so many good friends who become like my brothers and my sisters, all right, in this journey. Really? Okay, so, don't focus on what you will lose, focus on what you will gain. Some people, their journey to success like very miserable, because they always focus on what they will lose. You should focus on what you will gain. Doing new skin is not just doing new skin, it's your attitude towards your life. If your life, you always negative one, you always focus on the loss, you think of the worst scenario. That is actually the way you look at your life. That's why it's also the way you look at new skin. My advice, give yourself a good environment. A good environment, surround yourself with positive people so that you will gradually change. Okay, I'm not perfect on day one when I join, but I choose, like I say, I choose the environment. Okay, and you can succeed with your family. I've seen sisters, this picture, it's my auntie. She's the first one that believes in me in new skin. And well, I have 20 uncle and auntie, only one join me. Okay, so it's not like wow, only one, but I count my blessing, or at least got one, right? And she became a Circle of Excellence, which is $1 million circle member. Today she's about 60 years old. If she's in the bank, if she's still in the bank, it's game over for her. But today she still continue to receive passive income from the business. All right, and she basically don't have to worry about income. She have already generated passive income for herself, right? Okay, and you get to recognize like this there. When was the last time your boss recognized you? When? I think no, right? Okay, the most they buy you a meal, which is nice, but over here you get recognized again and again, again and again. This kind of recognition for your success. All right, so I find that what is wealth? Wealth is not just money. Wealth is health. Wealth is beauty. Wealth is freedom. Wealth is recognition. Is respect. Is kinship. It's not just about money. All right, and you can bring your kids on stage. Imagine you become a director. Can you bring your kids on the stage? No, you can't. You can't. You really can't. Even banks, when they have incentive trip, they cannot even bring their spouse. In new skin, you can bring your spouse, your family, your parent, and they can come on the stage and share the honor and the glory with you, right? So I don't know when was the last time you make your parents so proud. That's why my mother, I would say that she's quite proud that she has a daughter like me. Really, like I say, all glory to God, and also to new skin for blooming me into who I am today. So I hope you let your parents feel that you are also very outstanding. 你也是可以很优秀. Okay, and these are the kids. These are the pictures that we filmed. The parents are on the stage talking. The kids are on the audience seat. Can you see how the pride in their face, in their eyes? Can you see how happy they are? Some people say, "Aya, you do new skin, you cannot spend time with your children." Who say one? Yes, you may not spend as much time, but you are a super good role model for them. Okay, they just want to become like you when they grow up. Okay, my mother had 3 jobs when I was growing up. She never spent much time with me, but that doesn't decrease the love I have for her. That increase it by multiple folds because I know she worked so hard for me. So you can see, right, the children here, they grow up sensibly, they grow up more independent, and they're proud of their daddy and mommy. I don't know. This is really the kind of outcome you want. So don't always think about what you will lose. You must think about what you will gain from this. Okay. So, and of course, why are these people so happy giving flowers to the leaders who are recognized, crying, tearing? I mean, money, you cannot buy tears. Today I had a very cute conversation with my son as I drive him home. I asked my son, is money important? He said, no. I said, why? He said, money cannot buy love. Money cannot buy time. His answer is so cute. All right, which is true, right? One is wealth, camaraderie, where you can succeed together. You can succeed together. You can be successful together, which is impossible in the outside world because there's only one position at the top. Over here, we can all be promoted to brand director, to EPD, to presidential director. We can all scale the height together. All right. So, I really hope that tonight I shed some light for you. I hope that tonight it's a meaningful night. Okay, it's not too long. I guess 1 hour is just nice. I try to be on the dot. Okay, nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity. All right. I hope that right after this, you don't just go to sleep immediately. Okay. All right. Because if you're always tired, I think you need to eat to like, okay. All right. I really encourage you to think deeper about what do you really want in your life. Okay. First question you can ask yourself, if you continue to do what you do in the next 3 to 5 years, will you get what you want? Okay. Of course, the most important question is what you want. Okay. Quality of life. Okay. The freedom of choice. All right. Having both money and time. All right. We know that freedom is not free lah. Okay. Freedom is not free, but it's worth paying for, it's worth investing in, right? So, and of course, last but not least, on the 12th of December, we're going to have a global convention online, all right, where we will have tens of thousands of people attending this convention. Okay, so it's really an event that you shouldn't miss. You need to be there. All right, anyway, online lah, please. Okay, I can guarantee you it's going to be life changing. Okay, there are many opportunities out there, not every is life changing. Okay, how do you know? I just tell you, you just trust me. I will not bring you to Holland, and there's no reason why I should bring you to Holland now, right? Okay, so this convention is going to show you what will happen to you in the next 3 to 5 years if you embark on this. Of course, not all just the sweet and the rosy. It will also tell you how to get there. Okay, what does it take to get there, and why should I get there? Okay, so I do not know if you are very happy with where you are today. If you're online tonight, it means you want to change. Okay, I really highly encourage you register for this convention. It's an a nominal fee of 10 US dollar because nothing is free, right? Free is, and whenever something is free, it's not good, right? So nothing is free, but 10 US dollar is nothing. You can't buy a thing nowadays, anything decent. But if you can give yourself an opportunity to expand your vision, okay, to learn something from the successful people, this is the best 10 US dollar you have ever invested. And trust me, you will surely learn something like the way you pick up something tonight. All right. So with that, I still feel that, choices are more important than work hard. Your choice determine your destiny. All right. So with that, I would like to end my sharing tonight. Okay. So thank you very much, Cassandra, for being the EC, and thank you, Kaisi, for being my MC. Thank you.